Hey everybody, my name's Cristina Delgado, and I am one of three of your hostesses with the mostesses tonight. Oh, I see a little one there. um, Welcome. So this is a coaching opportunity call. For me, I have been in the business now 9 years. These are my favorite calls to host because it is or could be the start of something new, something exciting, something different, and life-changing for those of you that listen, that absorb all the information that we're going to share with you and all the inspiration that we're going to share with you, and then take that leap of faith and join our team. So tonight we're going to cover a few things. First, I'm going to share my story, and I'm going to share how coaches earn an income doing this, right? Being coaches, inspiring others, and then helping other people in their health and fitness, or even start a business themselves. And then we're going to have Jolyn tell her story of incredible success with Beachbody fitness programs, and also what we do as coaches. I think it's always a little bit confusing looking from the outside in as to how this is even a business, because you see us posting our pictures and sharing our stories, but how does that translate into a business that can be a part-time business or can be a full-time business like I have developed? And then we have Marta, who she's one of our hometown girls from Miami. So I'm from Miami, Marta's from Miami. And just wait until you see her transformation pictures. Every time I see them, every time I hear her share her story, which she has shared in some of our local events here in Miami, I'm reminded of the power of what we do and how one person inspiring another person to join them and to take that step forward in health and in fitness can just like completely do a 360 in someone's life. And now, just wait. I seriously, I don't want to give it all away because it's so exciting, and I hope you guys are excited to hear our story. So, like I said, my name's Cristina Delgado. I have been a coach for 9 years. So I'm one of the veteran coaches on the team. I co-founded Diesel Nation, which is the team that you would join if you were to say yes tonight to joining us, which I hope you do, with my sister Becky. So my sister Becky, about 10 years ago, was inspired to get back into fitness after having her sons, Chase and Jake. And she was a busy working mom. The Chase and Jake are very close in age, and she couldn't find the time to get back into the gym. Before kids, during my college years when Becky was already starting her career, we lived at the gym. I don't know about you guys, back in like those days, for me, it was like such a huge part of my life. I ended up becoming a spinning instructor, and I loved it. And then you get married, you start your career, you start having kids, and then all of a sudden it's like, how does that even work? Like, who has the time to spend an hour or 2 hours outside of the home when you have a career and all that stuff? Well, luckily, our best friend Elaine lent Becky the P90X DVDs, and my sister decided to go for it. And so she did 90 days of P90X and completely, in her garage, and completely changed her body, changed her health, changed everything. And then this was around the same time that I was having my babies. I have two kids, Marley and DJ. I was also a practicing attorney at the time. I was about 3 or 4 years out of law school. I was doing medical malpractice litigation here in Miami. And so I was busy. I had an hour commute back and forth. But I was so inspired by my sister doing this and getting back in shape that when I was pregnant with my son, DJ, who's 9 now, I said, I want to do that too. Although I didn't know how, I didn't know when, because I still had all those excuses of not having enough time, not having enough energy, still having 2 little ones at home and a very demanding career. I knew I needed to do something. And so my sister became a coach on a whim. She saw a post on Facebook and was like, oh, wait a second, I could sell P90X and earn some income. She ended up signing up and then telling me that Beachbody, which had all these fitness programs, also had this shake. And the shake was called Shakeology. And for me, at the time, being that I was practicing law, had 2 little ones, had the hour commute, I knew that I could do that, right? I could commit to Shakeology 1 time a day. The workouts, by the way, way back then, in the Stone Ages of Beachbody, all of our programs, the workouts were an hour long, like all of them. Whether it was P90X, whether it was Insanity, that was 45 to 50 minutes long. All the workouts were extremely long, really taxing, and so I couldn't wrap my head around that. Now things have changed because we have so many cool programs that are 30 minutes and 20 minutes and 22 minutes, and we have this huge variety now. But back then, I didn't think I had the time, but I did have the time to drink Shakeology, and so I went all in on Shakeology, on that greenberry shake, because we had 2 flavors way back when. We had chocolate and we had greenberry. And I said, I'm going to make this work for me. Not I'm going to try this, or I'm going to see if it works for 2 weeks and then start fading off. No, I'm going to go all in on this shake, because after looking at what it was and what it had inside of it, there's nothing but great things that can come out of this experience. And I did that. And my whole outlook started changing. I started eating healthier. I started being more inspired to work out because I was starting to lose weight. My energy was increasing. And as all this started happening, my sister said, hey, so you love that shake now, you get a discount if you sign up. And I was like, well, that's a no-brainer. So I became what we refer to now as a discount coach, right? And that means that you sign up, you have no intention of growing the business, but you're a smart consumer, you want to save some money because we do get 25% off. And so I did that. I signed up as a discount coach. At the time, you guys, our team knows my story. They can probably say it better than I can at this point, but I had no intention of working the business. I wasn't interested. I didn't feel like I had time. I was a lawyer, so very skeptical about this kind of business, network marketing. I didn't want to spend all the time that I had at home or on the weekends, like hosting parties or having my garage full of inventory, because those were the things that I knew about this kind of business model. Well, all of that was kind of wiped away when my sister, who really went full force into the business from day one, said that there was an event coming up, and it's called Super Saturday, and she invited me to go. I told her I'd go if she bought me lunch. Remember, I had no interest in the business opportunity at all. Well, I walked in that day similar to how you are sitting on this call, with an open mind, with an open heart, a little bit scared, a little bit weirded out about what I was getting myself into. But I sat there and I listened, and you're in that same position tonight. I sat and I listened to success stories, to people that had lost 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, and I was blown away. I heard then stories of people that had started helping other people do this, and they started growing a business out of it, and I was blown away. And then they said on a video that we watched, that if you were to hit these certain benchmarks in your business for, like, I think it was 9 months that year. This was January. So I was right on time to hit that benchmark, that you would go to Atlantis in the Bahamas. And so let me take you back. This was 2010. In 2008, I'm sure everybody here knows what happened to the US economy. It friggin' tanked. And we went from having a really, really, really nice living. I was an attorney. Danny had a great business in real estate, to nothing. We went from having everything to having nothing overnight. And that nothing also came with $80,000 worth of law school loans that I still had, with a few, I think it was like 10 grand of my University of Miami undergrad loans still to pay off, $40,000 in credit card debt. And I'm sure a lot of you have similar stories. If you don't, you're a pimp. That you weren't hit hard by the economy at that time. Maybe your parents were, I don't know, but it was rough. And so hearing that at that event, right, when we were still trying to climb out of this mess, which was seemingly impossible, I heard you can go on a trip by hitting these certain benchmarks. And I said, man, wouldn't that be cool, right? Like, wouldn't that be cool to, while I'm working towards that goal, which I don't think is too difficult, that I'm going to be growing an income that might help me pay off some credit cards, maybe, I don't know, but that I get to take my husband on a trip, and we hadn't traveled alone or without maxing out credit cards in years, right? In years. And so that was the day, you guys, that I came alive in this business. That was the day that I said, I want it all. And I didn't really know what all meant, but I knew that this was the tool that was going to help us fix all the problems that we had in our life, right? I needed to be healthy. This was the solution. We needed extra money. This was the solution. I needed to be more positive because I was in a really toxic environment at work. This was the solution. It all started aligning. And for me, when it all aligned, it set my soul on fire. And I just went for it, you guys. I went for it, and I said, I would hear stories of that coach earning $5,000 a week, and that coach earning $10,000 a week, and that coach advancing to diamond and 5-star diamond. And I was like, that, I want it all, right? And little did I know that just a few years into my business, my world would be completely rocked. When my sister and my mom sat me down and they said, Chris, we think there's something wrong with DJ, that he is just he's not paying attention to us. He's not playing with the other kids. He's not as active as the other kids were. And we think that there's something wrong. A month later, DJ was diagnosed with autism. I was still practicing law, and I had always told myself that I would never, ever, ever not be a lawyer. I had identified myself as an attorney all my life. I always wanted to be an attorney. And then I was an attorney, and I was a good attorney, and I was practicing at a great firm. And then this life event happened. And that life event made me realize that my real role in life wasn't as an attorney, but it was to be DJ and Marley's mom. And I realized then that it was this opportunity that was going to allow me to do that more and better than I had ever, ever, ever thought I could, being an attorney and a mom. And that day I made a decision. I said, go all out on this. Go all out, learn the business, work hard, have a big vision for your life, think differently, become a leader. And yes, I did retire from the practice of law. I did do that, and I'm not here to tell you that everybody has to leave their jobs and that this is what this is about. It absolutely is not. But I do want to share with you that for me, this opportunity gave me that choice. And when you have something that gives you options, then it's something important. And this is what this can be for you. It could be an option. It could be the savings account. It could be what gets you out of debt. It could be what gets you healthy. It could be what gives you travel and friends and community. It could be anything you want it to be. For me, it's been all of it. And it's been absolutely life freaking changing. And so as someone that has done this for 9 years, I am to this day just as passionate about what we get to do every single day, because every day I get to see faces like yours come into our team and get healthy, get fit, and start building that success. So whatever that success is for you. And for me, I every day I wake up and I get to do this, and I get to be home with my kids. And my sister and I have really poured ourselves into our team, which is called Diesel Nation, which you would be a part of, that I'm really, really proud of, because we're so diverse, so inclusive, so philanthropic. Like right now we're in the middle of a competition where all the proceeds that we've collected are being donated to charity. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of what we've done in 9 years. This business has given us the ability to do things like that. And it's simply because I decided, and my sister decided, and some of you that are on this call decided to think differently, to be a little bit different, to be a little weird at times, because it is a little bit weird that we're so excited and that we're so positive. and that we do energized dance parties and we work out together at 5:30 in the morning and we do crazy things like that. But guess what? It's fun and it's different and it's right. Yes, Donna's crank juice. And so my goal tonight, you guys, is to not just say, look at me and look what I've done, because that is good and that's inspiring. But what I want you to do is have an open mind so that you see yourself in our stories and know that if we could do this, you could do it too, right? That if we could do it, that if Marta can lose, how much have you lost, Marta? 100 pounds? 90 pounds?
97.
97 pounds? That you, if you had to lose 97 pounds, that you could do it too. That's the point of this. And I hope that you think a little bit different, that you allow yourself to dream a little bit, just like when you were a little girl, or I don't know if we have any dudes on this call, but when you were a little girl and you said you wanted to be an astronaut, or you said you wanted to do whatever, and you believe that you actually could do that, allow yourself to dream like that today, to think different, and to be inspired by us. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But my next order of business is to talk to you guys about the income opportunity, right? Before we get into Jolin's story and Marta's story, I want to talk to you about what it is that earns you an income in this business. What are those streams of income? So there's a few levels, right? Just like in any business, any work that you do in a regular 9 to 5, there are levels of income that you can earn. When you start off as a coach, right? And everybody starts off as a coach. Day one, your rank is coach. When you are a coach, you have the ability to earn what we call retail commissions, just like if you were to sell anything. Right? You would earn, if you sold a bag of Shakeology, you would earn a commission. If you sold a challenge pack, you would earn a commission. Anything, a subscription to Beachbody On Demand, collagen, Energize, whatever it is, on Thursdays, which is tomorrow, our favorite day of the week. We used to call it Happy Dance Thursday. We should go back to Happy Dance Thursday. It's when our paychecks, well, today we got paid. So it was kind of quirky because it was a holiday. So we got paid today. And did you know that? You didn't know that? Donna? Yeah, check your bank account. We got paid today. And so on every Thursday, we get paid. Which, let me take you back to when I was an attorney, and I don't know about you guys, but I was getting paid bi-monthly as an attorney. And sometimes when we were like struggling to pay bills, I didn't have enough money to pay those bills, and my Beachbody paychecks were getting us by. And I'll never, ever forget that. I will never forget those Thursday morning paychecks that were helping us get by on our FPL bill or on my credit card bill. And so that, that's how this starts. Anyway, I digress. But we earn retail commissions at first. We get paid that on Thursdays. Now, when you start advancing your business, and I will say that our business and our compensation plan is really based on growing your team. That's when the beauty of the compensation plan opens up to you. And you do that once you advance to Emerald, and then you keep going. Emerald means you've sponsored 2 coaches. So when you do that, it allows you to earn what we call team cycle bonuses. And if you've ever had an experience in another multi-level marketing company, or just know the way this business works, it's basically you get paid a percentage of what is produced by the coaches underneath you. So as you grow, as I grow, as your upline grows, as your coaches grow, you get to earn a percentage of that. And you get a different pay grade at each rank that you achieve. So Emerald is a certain amount, Ruby, Diamond, Star Diamond, and above. You get paid off of those, what we call volume, right? So those are team cycle bonuses. Then when you step into leadership, which is what I've done, and I started leading my team, and I started, helping them advance their businesses, we get something that's called matching bonus. The matching bonus is, for instance, let's say Donna is my coach. I sponsored her, and Donna starts building her business. Now Donna starts earning team cycle bonuses. So I get a percentage of Donna's team cycle bonus. Did you know that? I didn't take any money from Donna. It's not like Donna earned and I deducted it from Donna's paychecks. No, Beachbody rewards the leader for helping their coaches advance their business. Make sense? So I get 10% of whatever Donna makes in team cycle bonuses. Now you can see how if you have more leaders on your team, matching bonus does play a nice role in your weekly paychecks, right? And then lastly, we have what are called the leadership quarterly bonuses. This is what I call the middle finger to the man. It really, really is. So I'll take you back to when I was practicing law. I would get taken into a conference room every January after Christmas, by the way. This is why I call this the middle finger to the man. After Christmas, I would get taken into a conference room and say, here's $500 or here's $2,000 or here's nothing because XYZ, the firm didn't do as well as we projected. Try again next year. We appreciate you. You're a great attorney. You're a great asset to the firm. I would walk out because this was after I had started building my Beachbody business and shoot the middle finger at them, shoot the bird at them, because every quarter that I sustained a certain rank in my business, Beachbody would give me a quarterly bonus. And those bonuses can range from $800 to $1,000 all the way up to the highest rank in the company, which is 15-star diamond, which can be a mind-blowing amount. It's not easy to get there, but you can, and the sky's the limit. And I want you to know that that's available for you. That could be upwards of $50,000 a quarter. Did that just make your brain melt? It did for me. If your brain doesn't melt when you hear that, then you gotta wake up, right? So those are the ways that we can earn in the business, and it's all up to you. I always tell my coaches, right? The compensation plan is available for you to go get it. This business is not one that grows by itself. It doesn't grow by just signing up. It doesn't grow just by posting on social media. We're going to talk about those certain things that we do to grow our business. And yes, this is a business. There's ups, there's downs, there's moments that are great. In fact, we're heading into one of those great moments in our business, because guess what people start doing in December, January? They start making New Year's resolutions, right? And if we're consistent in our business, then we'll have new customers coming in December and January, right? So this business is a business. It does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of vision. It takes a lot of growth that you'll have to undergo in order to build it. But it is so freaking worth it. All right, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to turn it over to Jordan, who's going to share her story, and she has a few slides on what we do as coaches. Take it away, Boo. Take it away, Boo.
Hi. Okay, so I started about 4 years ago, and I was getting married, and I thought, okay, I'm going to hate these expensive, wedding pictures, so I got to do something. I did Weight Watchers my whole life, but, I ate cake at 10 points and just did terrible. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to try this. My coach posted a before and after picture. It intrigued me, so I signed up. And I followed the 21-day fix in the containers like to a T. I lost 20 pounds in 2 months for my wedding. It was awesome. And, people were noticing. So, we talked about coaching, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So, oh my gosh, me and my coach, we just were getting all these people that wanted to join us. It was really awesome. And, it's funny because we would do like yard sales back then, just, like posting before and after pictures and stuff. And after my wedding, then it was the holidays and then whatever. So then I was creeping in the excuses. Well, then I got pregnant, then I had a baby, then I got pregnant, then I had a baby. So I kind of, again, just had all these excuses, but I still kept drinking Shakeology, and I just kept clinging to this coaching. And for the first 2 years, I helped at least 3 people every single month. And even though I wasn't fully doing what I should have been doing, I just loved something about it, So finally, I had my last baby a year ago, and in August, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to do something. I was so huge. I just couldn't take it anymore. And this new program was coming out, Transform 20. And I thought, okay, you know what? I just got to do it. I have to do it. I have to go all in. This 2B mindset thing, whatever it is, I got to do it. People were telling me that I would like this, and okay, fine. So the day came, and you know, most people, they don't want to post embarrassing pictures, or they crop themselves or whatever. So like my sweaty selfies back then, like, you know how it is. You know. Well, I thought, forget it. I am what I am. Lumps, bumps, whatever. So I just put myself out there. I started videoing myself since day one, and I thought, you know what, whatever. Maybe someone will get inspired. Who knows? So I just freaking put myself out there. I started drinking Energize. That got to be part of my routine. So I'd wake up, I'd drink my Energize, I'd post it, I'd take this video, I'd post it, and I started losing weight, and I started feeling better. And like, and I don't know, it was just like amazing, you know, and people kept reaching out like, oh my God, you inspire me. What are you doing? And I was like being myself, and I was just being, you know, just putting everything out there and telling them like it was. And people wanted to join me. And it's funny because I had this 1 week where I only made like $39, and I'm like, that's it. I need to do this. I want to get out of this stupid job. I want to freaking do this coaching thing. And the I don't know, Mother Hustlers just was born that day. I went through and I messaged every single like mom on my Facebook page to ask them if they wanted to join me. And all these moms, like, they wanted to join me. They saw I was losing weight. They saw I was doing good. They wanted to do this program with me. So my Mother Hustler team was born. And it's funny because I just, I don't know, like, yes, I did decent coaching before, you know, and I'd get 10 people in a month and whatever, but now I'm like being myself. I'm putting myself out there. I'm like going live and just talking about things. And, you know, like, people get nervous about coaching, but it's not as hard as, you know, you don't have to make it out to be so hard. And it's actually like exciting to me because I do my dance parties now and people get excited for it. And then, you know, I post my videos and my workout and people are seeing this stuff and they're getting inspired. And now I'm down 50 pounds. I feel amazing. I don't have clothes. I have to go shopping. Like, it's been awesome. And coaching has just, it's just made everything so much better. Like, I'm reading personal development. Like, I'll lay in bed. Now I get up at 4:30 in the morning. What? Like, who is this? You know, because I read this personal development and it tells me, you know, to think positive and to do all these things and to, you know, just take care of you. And it's not a bad thing to have me time. Sometimes I struggle separating, you know, wanting to help my challengers and family time, but I'm working on that. But it's just, it's really helped me so much with my mindset and doing the 2B mindset and everything. And I just can't talk about it enough. Like, I've made such like amazing friendships with these people. They motivate me. They tell me to snap out of it when I need to. They, you know, tell me what I need to hear. And it's just such support. Like, you know, when you're a mom, you feel alone, you're home with your kids, you get frustrated. And it's like doing this coaching thing, like, you have support, you have other moms, you have other women that want the same thing you want. They want to get out of their jobs. They want to make better for their lives. Like, it's funny when I think like I was just living day to day, just doing whatever. And now like I want more. Like, you know, I look up to Cristina and I look up to all these other coaches that are doing so well. And that's what I want. I'm just a regular mom, hot mess. Like, half the time I don't know what I'm doing, but I just put myself out there, you know, and I'm helping other people. Like, I message my team all the time. Like, what are you doing? Did you work out today? Where's your sweaty selfie? You know what I mean? Like, I just try to be there, motivated, like whisper in their ear, you know? And now a lot of the girls, some of them are on here today. They're doing so well. They want to help, you know, get people healthy and that kind of thing. And that's how it all starts. So coaching doesn't have to be so complicated. It sounds so scary maybe, but you're just sharing, you're just helping, you know, like, you're just being excited about everything and just, you know, reaching out and talking to people. Like, it just, you're not alone in this business, you know, and it's just fun and it's exciting. And, you know, you don't have to put on a front, you know what I mean? Like everybody's different on the team and everybody has different strengths and weaknesses, and it's just, you just learn so much. So, okay, so that's basically my story. So I just want to show my slide. Oh wait, I got to figure out how to share my screen. Okay. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Share. Okay. So, can you guys see this? Did it work? Okay. So so it's real people who are achieving results while making real impact. And that's how I feel. Like that's my before picture. Not happy, miserable, huge, whatever. And that's my after picture in June. Like I haven't even taken a recent one and I should, you know? And it's just like seeing that. Like,
can I stop you 1 second? There's a thing covering the screen.
Oh, sorry. Is it the chat thing? Is that better?
No, not the chat. It says pages, layers, links. I think it's part of the.
Oh crap. Okay, hold on.
Just so they can see your picture.
Is that better?
No, it's
that work. Can you see it now? No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay if you can't get
Sorry.
it off.
Is it okay? Can you see it? Sorry. So let's see. Lost my train of thought. Oh, no, even now I'm on the wrong page. Okay, so anyway, so we do these 4 vital behaviors. You be proof that the products work. So you get up, you work out, you drink your Energize, and you just do the thing, all the things. You get results. Like I'm finally getting results for myself. It's so much better than posting other people's results. You know what I mean? Like people see you doing it, they see you shrinking, they see you working hard. Like it's motivating to people. Connect and invite. I just talk, you talk to people, you reach out and you just invite them to join you. Like, it doesn't have to be scary. And then personal development is so important, and recognizing your team and just celebrating everything. And it's just a lot of fun. And then as far as the tools, there's so many things. We have our at-home workouts, we have our Shakeology and our Energize and our Hydrate and all that other stuff. We have our, Ultimate Portion Fix. We have the 2B Mindset. We do our challenge groups where, you interact with all your other teammates and stuff and you inspire them, and it's so exciting. You do like daily posts and stuff. There's also a tracker app to keep track of things. We have a coach academy, like all these things to help you, because you're not alone. And the coach online office, you don't have to ship anything, you don't have to mail anything, like everything's laid out for you. And the way you send your links is easy to have people sign up. So it's just the best thing. So it's really something that you guys should really think about doing. It's not hard. Christmas is coming. It's nice to make extra money, and it's just the best thing. So it really does add value to your life. It makes, takes a little stress off if you need to make extra money for your family. It also helps you, take care of your own fitness. So it's just a good thing. So I really recommend joining.
Awesome. So, thank you.
That's all I have for you guys.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Let me come. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Well, thank you. So you just drank Energize, right? Because you are like on fire, girlfriend. You are like on fire. Well, I love your story. And, I yesterday I spoke on a call for one of my coaches who's been pushing for some big goals. And I told her that, this business is not necessarily built on skills that you learn, but more so on your energy and your emotion. And the skills will come. And I think a lot of people will get scared about coaching because they think they have to know all these things, and they have to have a big social media following, and they have to be a personal trainer or have expertise in nutrition or do all these crazy things. Well, none of us, we do have fitness professionals on our team. We do have nutritionists on our team, but that is absolutely not a prerequisite to being a coach or being a successful coach. I think, Jolyn, you nailed it, that we are all regular people that have just found this solution and this company and our team to be rewarding, to be exciting, and it brings an excitement into our lives. And I've been watching Joellen build her business since she started Transform 20, which is a program that I did and love. I did myself 3.5 rounds of Transform 20. You did a bunch of rounds yourself. It was like your jam this year, which is amazing. And it was the energy that she poured into that program and the transformation that really has built her business. And so don't think that you have to know all these things, or you have to even have a transformation to be a coach. Because the way that I see it, and it's been like this for the last 9 years, that you build that trust in people as you're evolving yourself in the process, right? As you're struggling, as you're falling off the wagon, getting back on, but always getting back on and getting results. And you don't have to have a six-pack. You don't have to look a certain way to be successful. You just have to be on the journey and allow yourself to be vulnerable to share that journey. And that's what's going to inspire people. So thank you, Joellen, for sharing your excitement and your enthusiasm for what we do as coaches. It really isn't difficult. It can be fun if you make it fun. And so I'm really glad to be on this journey with you. All right, Marta, you're up. Inspire us with that story of yours.
Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Marta Herrera, and I'm a part-time coach, full-time architectural project manager. I started coaching 3 years and 7 months ago. I started really not with the intention of coaching anybody. Actually, the first thing I ever told my coach was, I'm not coaching anybody. I'm not coach material. Look at me. Because I had this big misconception that to be a coach, you had to be like super fit. And so I was obese. I was over 221 pounds. Let me pull up the, 1 second, and put it on full screen. And let me see if it does it. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen. Give me 1 second. All right. Which one is it? This one. Okay. All right. So I don't know if it's going to do the full thing, but anyways. All right. So yeah, I still pinch myself because I was just looking to lose a little bit of the weight, and I didn't want to be pre-diabetic. My doctor had told me I was like on the verge of being diabetic. I was like 2 points away or something from being on medication. And I had a lot of back problems too. Everything had to do with the excess weight. I was heavier than I had ever been, heavier than I was with both of my pregnancies probably combined. And it was just putting a lot of stress on my body. I always say that it wasn't baby weight, it was lazy weight. I was just depressed. My dad had gotten sick with Alzheimer's. My dogs had to be put down. It was just like a spiraling, few events that just got me to a really bad funk. And I just started putting on the weight. And I had tried in the past so many different things, the no carb thing, which now they call it a 4-letter word. Back then it was called something else. I had tried the ready-to-eat meals that you get shipped in a box and they deliver them at your door, super, super simple. I had tried, you name it. I had tried the other shakes with the supplements where you're only eating like 600 calories. I had tried everything, and I would lose weight. I would lose like probably about 40 pounds every single time, but I would gain about 50 to 60 back. So, when I really, really wanted to get rid of the weight for good, I turned to a friend that I had been seeing pop up a lot on social media. This is my coach now, and we were sorority sisters back in college. And she looked better than she did in college. She was in her 40s, and she looked amazing. And all the excuses I kept telling myself, like, I don't have time. I have 2 kids. I have a husband and a mortgage and a job and a dog. She had all those things and she was still getting it done. So I finally, got in touch with her, and she told me about this program that could probably help me out. And I was really skeptical at first. So like I told you, I didn't sign up immediately as a coach. I told her I wasn't coach material. I just wanted to just try it out, because I had 30 days to try it out and see if it was something that would work. And the first 21 days of that program, I lost 6 pounds. And it's not a lot when I tell people that I lost 6 pounds, but those 6 pounds gave me a lot of hope. And I decided that I wanted to do this. So I signed up as a coach solely for the discount and for the accountability. That's all I wanted out of this coaching thing. And I started sharing my journey on social media, mostly because I wanted other people to hold me accountable. I had the accountability group already that I was involved in, and I was telling my friends and my family, but I figured if I shared it on social media, that I was gonna be able to have these people hold me accountable. Whoops, something happened here, hang on. What happened? Stop sharing my screen. I don't
Just
know.
close your Facebook.
Give me 1 second to pull it back up. Oh, there it is. Okay. But that's not the one that I was sharing before. Okay, well, I'll just start there. So I started, sharing my story on social media, what I was doing, and the weight started coming off. I lost about I did 10 rounds of 21-day fix, and I lost probably about 40 pounds at that point. And then I went to my first Coach Summit, and at Coach Summit there was these 2 amazing 40-something-year-old coaches who looked like models on the stage, and they shared their before and after pictures. And each of them had lost 80 pounds. And so that totally blew my mind, but I started doing the math in my head, and I was like, I can do that by the end of the year. So I decided that I was gonna lose 80 pounds by the end of that year, and I did. On December 31st, I lost my 80th pound, and I felt great. By that point, I had already, started running my own challenge groups, and so I was helping other people. The first client I had was my husband. He ended up losing about 65 pounds or something like that. So together, both of us have lost like an entire human adult. And I had no idea what I was doing, honestly, but I loved the simplicity of the programs. I loved that it was super, super simple. It was like very easy nutrition. I was just, keeping track of my containers with an app, super simple. I had the super easy fitness, 30 minutes a day. I was doing it at home in my living room, and I had the support, the accountability groups. So, from all of that, from the borderline diabetes to the back problems, and he had high cholesterol and high blood pressure, and he was, we were tired all the time. We were setting like a really bad example for our kids, and we got in the best shape of our lives. We became way more athletic and energetic, and confidence level like to the roof. It impacted every aspect of my life. It actually, it helped me at my job. I was a much more positive person. I was being a better employee. I was being a better friend. I was helping all these other people at the same time. So I really found a good balance, and I loved that I could do this part-time. Oh, yeah, the light. Sorry, I have to do a little dance. There's like a motion sensor in the room. So sorry about that. And so, you know, one of the things that like really set this aside from everything else I had ever tried was the fact that you had the support and the accountability and the community and all of those things. Because all those other things I had tried before to lose weight and stay in shape, none of those companies ever called me and said, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay with what you're eating? Do you need any help with your fitness? None of those people ever helped me out in any kind of way. It was just like a quick fix, and then you would end up gaining it back because we weren't establishing like actual healthy habits. So to me, coaching made all the difference because helping other people, I realized that the more people I helped, the more accountable I was to my own health and fitness goals. Because while I was helping other people, I really was setting the example at the same time. So there was no excuses. There's like no way I wasn't gonna like work out, post about my workout, talk about what I was eating, and inspire other people, because I knew what a difference it made in my life. It impacted my kids. You know, when we go on vacation, we do way more adventurous things than we used to. We've been hiking, we've been whitewater rafting, horseback riding, like you name it. Our vacations are so much more fun, you know. So it's changed my life in so many different ways. And at the same time,
you're my mentor.
And at the same time, I've been able to help so many other people and build this like great community, and by extension of that, they've been able to help their friends and their family, and it's just kept like paying in dividends. And you know, I didn't, like I said, I didn't start this off as a business. I was just trying to lose 40 pounds, and eventually I lost 97. My husband lost 65, and now my 15-year-old, well, soon to be 15-year-old son has lost about 40 pounds. So it's changed my life dramatically, and I'm forever thankful for coaching, because otherwise I don't think we'd be the family that we are today, and we wouldn't have helped as many people as we've helped.
Freaking amazing. Wow, Marta. If you can stop share and
Yeah, let me.
yeah, I mean, seriously, mind blown. Every time I hear your story, your family's story, it really symbolizes why we do what we do and why we continue to do what we do. And it reminded me a lot of a few years ago. I would host these calls. I would do them by myself, and I realized that I was like, wow. Everybody was like, oh, it's always Cristina. We need to hear some stories, and that's why we changed this up. We started inviting coaches to share their stories on this call. But how I used to do it was I used to share the who, what, when, where, and how of coaching, and it was a fun way for people to understand, you know, who we were as coaches, what we did as coaches, how we would, you know, go about our daily activities to earn an income. But the one thing that I really loved talking about was the why we were coaches. And there was two fundamental principles when it came to the why. First, it was your personal why. And Marta, you talked about that today, right? That you talked about both whys, actually. That's why I'm talking about this, about why we do this on a personal level. And what I hope you heard tonight was that the foundation of this business is always going to be your personal transformation. And it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be all of those things, it could be everything. And I think most of us do, our transformations do encompass that. But there has to be a powerful reason why you're doing this to have a long-term effect in your life. And Marta, you are the prime example of having a very strong, powerful why. And that, you know, you started with a 6-pound weight loss. You did the 21-day fix, 6 pounds. A lot of people would have been like, oh, F this, you know, like, only 6 pounds? Like, what? But no, you then went on and did 10 rounds of the 21-day fix, plus the, I don't know how many programs after that, 15 programs maybe you've done since then. Did I nail that? 15 programs. Because there's a powerful reason why you're doing this. And it underlines your health, your fitness, your family. And that's why you keep going. And that's what we want for everybody. We want you to have such a connection to this process that you succeed in those personal goals of yours. Right? My goals are not your goals are not my goals, but you feel successful in that. And then you also talked about the effect that your actions have on your son. 40 pounds her son has lost. And I don't know about you guys. I know we have a lot of parents on our team. We have coaches that aren't parents, but they understand this principle too, that our children are watching us. Our children are watching us. And is there a goat is that a goat, Donna? There's always a goat everywhere Donna is. That our kids are watching us, and what we do at home matters. That we're active, we're working out, we're eating healthy, we're trying to get them to eat healthy. They see us, drinking our daily shake. They see us putting in the work. They see us excited about health and fitness and not it being a drag or a burden. And you guys, that makes a difference in their lives. And so even, joining us for that aspect of it is to make a difference in your life, and that trickle down into your family. That's huge. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this. This is why I'm excited about sharing this opportunity with other parents and people that have children around them, because, our mission and what Carl Deichler, the CEO of our company, always says is to end the trend of obesity. And while I know that's this like grand, very big mission that he has, I do feel that every time we have a coach join our team that not only pays it forward to other people, but really goes all in and makes profound change in their lives, that makes a difference in that mission. I don't know about you. Is that cheesy? But I feel like we make a difference. I really do feel that there is a trickle down effect of this. And so you're sitting here on this call saying, I don't know if I can do this, or, I don't know if this is for me. Just look at the people around you and say, how can I affect those around me? And I want you today to think of 3 people that you could possibly help as soon as we get off this call. It could be a parent. It could be a sibling, right? My sister helped me, right? We've helped my parents. We've helped countless people in our family get healthy and drink Shakeology daily and do our programs, right? There's people all around you that you can help that is really going to make a difference in your life, not just in, getting an income, but making that profound change. So quickly, because we're running almost at 9:30, it's how do you become a coach? So if you were to decide today to become a coach, first and foremost, I want you to speak to the person that invited you to this call. So if you're not a coach, speak to the person that invited you, because they will be your coach. And they're an awesome coach. They're part of our team, and they have access to everything that all of us have created, all the tools, all the strategies, all the trainings that we created, and those are for you too. In fact, right now, if you are crazy into fitness, we have a group going on for a program that just launched called 6 Weeks of the Work, that all these crazy fitness people, a lot of them are watching this call. Jessica, I see you. They're just working out real hard, and they're loving it, and it's exciting. You can join in that group and start with that program. So you want to talk to your coach, and you want to see what the best option for you to sign up. Some of you have already purchased challenge packs. If that's the case, you want to talk to your coach about what your option is, whether you should reorder another challenge pack, right? You might need to restock on your Shakeology. Maybe you want Energize, or we talked about that today. So you might want to get another challenge or completion pack, or you might want to pay that sign-up fee that will get refunded to you if you did purchase a challenge pack. Right? So that's an option. If you're starting from scratch, if you still haven't started a program, you haven't bought anything, and you want to join us, then a challenge pack definitely is your best option. because there is a $40 fee that gets waived when you purchase a challenge pack. So talk about that. And then the last thing I'll address is we do pay a $15.95 monthly business fee. That is what I like to refer to as our coaching overhead. Every business has overhead. Ours is only $15.95. My husband and I just opened a restaurant. I will tell you that our overhead is much bigger than that. And so I always appreciate that Beachbody does so much for us in terms of the tools and the trainings and all the things that they give to us. Plus, we don't have to handle inventory, which for me is worth $1 million. And we get all of that for $15.95. And so, you guys, I will leave you with this. I will leave you with a challenge. And that challenge is to think differently, to stop thinking about everything that can go wrong and start thinking about all the things that can go right if you decide to take that leap of faith and join us as a coach. And that could be as a coach for the discount. Remember, I started that way, and you can evolve, right? I started for the discount, then I attended an event, it opened my eyes, and I started running with the business. Or you can join us and run with the business, like right now, and take off. But you have that opportunity tonight, and I want you to dream a little bit, think a little bit different for your life. Think about all the things that would be a plus, that would be a pro, right? Instead of a con. You're gonna get healthy, you're gonna get fit, you're gonna be joining a community of people that are excited about life, that are excited about health and fitness, that are excited about personal growth. Yeah, I know that might sound a little bit weird, but we're like, let's grow. Let's grow our minds and let's think different. Let's be thought leaders, and not with all the craziness that is in the world right now, we tend to try to remain as positive as possible and help other people see that as well. And that, I think that makes us different, and that makes us fun. And so I want you to think about the community that you can join. You know, one of my coaches posted today about her divorce, and that when she got divorced, that she lost basically all her friends. Like, all her friends went with the divorce, and then she joined our team a few years later and then regained a whole new friendship family. And that 8 in the morning, I was like, oh, I was crying. Like, that's so amazing. So there's things like that. And, you know, I always say you don't know until you know. You don't know of all the positive effects that this can have until you do it, right? Until you just take that leap of faith. And, you know, the new decade is only 3 months away. So might as well start taking risk and see what happens. So thank you, Marta, for inspiring us with your amazing, almost 100-pound weight loss journey. Your husband's 65-pound weight loss journey, your son's 40-pound weight loss journey, and Jolyn for her energized excitement, because she was so excited, you guys. She was so freaking pumped up. You guys, take the leap of faith. Join us. Diesel Nation welcomes you with open arms. I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Good night. Bye.